We've tested 14 of the best stand bags of 2025 to help you decide which is best for your game. I'm going to talk about each bag you can see in front of me right now, and at the end, stick around because I'm going to crown my winner and my best of 2025. Right, let's get started. I'm going to split this video into 4 categories: best lightweight stand bag, best hybrid stand bag, best looking stand bag, and best Sunday bags as well. I'll crown a winner in each, and then I'll do my overall. All the RRPs I quote today will be in pounds sterling, but I know you can find a lot of these bags cheaper already. So what I've done is put some really clever links down in the description where if you like the look of any of these bags, no matter where you're watching, you click on that link and it will find you the cheapest price for that bag in your area. So no matter where you're living, we've done all the work and you can find this bag, whichever bag you like the look of, right? So that's all the logistics out of the way, and let's do our first category, which is best lightweight stand bags. If you're a proper walking golfer and you walk 90, 100% of the time, you're going to want something that's lightweight and comfortable, right? So that's why I wanted to start with this. And first one to point out is the Titleist Players 4 Carbon. Now this is super lightweight, 1.4 kilos. Does come in pretty pricey at £230. I'll come on to that in a minute, but it's gorgeous. Look how clean it is, how simple it is. It's got these carbon legs which both look fantastic and contribute to that really lightweight. And if you're a Titleist fan or a fan of clean aesthetics, I think you'll really like this. For me though, it just falls down at that £230 RRP. The material is just a little bit cheap for my liking. It's not waterproof, and though there's decent storage and I like the 4-way divider, it just doesn't quite punch at £230 for me, especially when you look at the RRPs of some of the other bags today. Still a great bag, but just gets pipped by a couple of these. Another bag at that 1.4 kilo range, I'm not going to whip today, but it's the TaylorMade FlexTech Super Light. Now, if you can call it super light, it needs to be super light. We tested this last year and was so impressed with how lightweight it is, but also how much you can get in it for 1.4 kilos, loads of storage space. So the TaylorMade and the Titleist at 1.4 kilos, really great options for out and out lightweight bags. Another great option, the Ping Hoofer Light. I've been testing it in this gorgeous watermelon colorway, which I love, and if you do, great, but don't worry, there are more subtle ones available. This is for the golfer who loves a Ping bag, and they make superb bags, but the Hoofer's a little too big. This comes in about half a kilo lighter. It's got a 4-way divider instead of a 5. Few less pockets, and is a gorgeous golf bag. Ping makes superb golf bags, as we'll come on to talk about in a second. Callaway, the Hyperlight Zero, 1.6 kilos, £189, and this is for the golfer who values comfort or needs extra comfort around the straps on the shoulders and the hip pad. It uses this EVA molded material, which is super soft, absorbs a bit of shock, and has a hip pad with the same material. And strangely enough, the Titleist, both Pings and the TaylorMade, don't have a hip pad. So to have a really comfortable hip pad on a lightweight bag is really impressive. And I've given this to a few mates, and they've used it as well. They've loved it. So a great carriers, a great walkers bag, this one, for that extra bit of protection. But my winner in the lightweight category is this. It's the Ping Moonlander, and the reason I've given it my winner, it's just a charming little bag. It's got aura, it's got vibes, I think. It's just gorgeous. I love firstly how they've got rid of the front 2 pockets that you normally see a ball pocket on the front. They've got rid of that and put a neoprene water bottle pocket, which can hold any size water bottle, which I love. It's then got 2 pockets on the sides for your accessories, a little hidden valuables pocket, and it really slims down the profile of the bag, which I think makes it look so gorgeous. 4-way divider, fits a full set of clubs, and this has been my go-to bag this year for when I've been carrying, and the Ping Moonlander is my best lightweight. Right, my next category is a hybrid stand bag, and before I come on to these individual models, let me tell you what one of those is. Now, it's a little bit of a niche product, I get it, but it's for the golfer who uses a trolley or a ride-on cart 75, 80% of the time, but every now and again, you know, in the winter or whenever, does carry. But they just want one bag for that to do it all right. That's what a hybrid stand bag is. And they're characterised by a few things. Firstly, pretty much all of them, all of the ones here at least, are 14-way dividers. I'm not a huge 14-way divider guy for a carry bag, but it makes sense because they're going to be used on trolleys more often than not. Another characterisation is that the leg stand has been lowered on them. So on this Big Max here, you can see the legs start a bit lower, which gives some dedicated space for the trolley, the top trolley handle, to grab onto the bag. The legs don't get in the way, they don't get damaged. That's another thing you see on these sort of bags. They also come often with a leg lock as well, so something that straps those legs into place so they don't start kicking out when you put on a trolley. Straps, They easily come on and off. They're so easy, all 4 of these, just to interchange from a carry to a trolley bag. And finally as well is the base, universal, pretty much all of them, that allows them to fit on any kind of trolley, push cart, ride-on cart, whatever you're using. So that's what a hybrid stand bag is. Those are the things that characterise them, and all 4 of these have them. So the specific examples I got in front of me, we've got the Motocaddy Elite Flex and the Stuart Nexus I want to talk about first. Again, this is almost a niche within a niche, in that I'd only really be going for one of these bags if you have the corresponding trolley. One reason, because it looks great. I think when you're pairing up trolleys and bags, it's all nice and cohesive. But with the Motocaddy as an example, that has the Easy Lock base, which allows it to fit into a Motocaddy trolley without the need for a strap on the bottom. So going for one of these sort of bags is a bit niche if you have one of those trolleys, but they are beautiful. You can see they've got this PU synthetic leather, both of them, velour lined tops, magnetic pockets with soft interiors. These are gorgeous, gorgeous golf bags that do serve a purpose, and you can use these on other trolleys. They are just a little niche, and I doubt today when it's a bit wet and I'm getting a bit showery, this velour lined top, beautiful though it is, gets a bit heavy and gets a bit horrible when it gets wet. So a couple of bits I don't love about them, but if you're after a premium hybrid stand bag, these 2 are absolutely gorgeous. On the other end of the spectrum, something a bit louder and a bit lairier, the Big Max Dry Light Hybrid Tour 2. And really not the most subtle looking bag in my opinion. I don't love how there's writing all over it, like the naming and soft touch and this bit here, and I've got the Big Max website on there for some reason. It's all a bit busy, and we'll see a more subtle Big Max bag a bit later. That's the only negative for this bag though, because it's incredibly practical. 14-way divider, well-placed grab handles when you're using it as a trolley bag. The cooler pocket I can pretty much fit my whole arm in. I'll show you a video of that now. So you can fit loads of stuff in the dedicated cooler pocket. And I found with every Big Max bag, they're so well thought out, the design and the volume of the pockets, and this is no exception to that. Not fully waterproof, this one, but a couple of waterproof pockets. It's water resistant, and a brilliant bag. Listen, a little large when you are carrying it, all of these are. That's the trade-off you have versus the lightweight ones we looked at a minute ago. But my winner in this category, it's a gorgeous bag, it's the Sun Mountain H2 No Light Velo 14-way. Now, on a separate note, this is a fully waterproof bag, and I'm not doing a waterproof segment this year, but if you want a waterproof stand bag, just go and get a Sun Mountain. I can't recommend them highly enough. They treat the fabric on both sides for waterproof. The zips are all seam sealed, and even if this isn't for you because of the size of it, and you're after a waterproof stand bag, they just make the best waterproof bags, in my opinion. Now, onto this bag in particular, as I said, all the waterproof technology on there. The things I love about this one in particular is the padding around the straps. It's this sort of bubble effect, but you've got it on the straps and on the huge hip pad here, which means when you do come to carrying it, it's the most comfortable out of these. And it's also the most lightweight. I find with these bags that when you do carry them, because they're so bulky, because they're primarily trolley bags, they just get a bit weighty. Sun Mountain done a great job of making this pretty lightweight. Now, the Velo technology is the kind of standout for this. It's this area here. Now, I spoke about it as that's the characteristic of these bags, but Sun Mountain have really dedicated some time and some engineering into this space to make it last for ages. You can see versus the Big Max. Now, I'm not saying this is going to break over time, but you can see how specific this area is. Has been reinforced and it's got some different materials that make it a bit grippier. It's really clever, and it's such a key characteristic of these type of bags that it makes sense to have a dedicated space that's been properly engineered for it. So shout out to Sun Mountain for that. Really cleverly designed bag. I think really beautiful, lightweight, the best waterproofing on the market. So if you're after a hybrid stand bag this year, that's the one to go for. Okay, my next category is Sunday bags, or pencil bags, whatever you want to call them. Now, I've got 3 options in front of me here, but there are loads. I'm talking Ping Moonlight, Titleist Players, Callaway Par 3 HD. There are loads. I've got 3 I want to highlight today, 2 of which are ostensibly the same bag. I've got the Sunday Golf Loma XL and the Lionel Scott Glen Eagle. The reason you go for one of these 2 bags is, as you've just seen there, unlike many Sunday bags, A, it's got automatic legs you can do yourself, and they're full length. A lot you'll see don't have legs on at all, or the OJ we'll see in a minute have the little legs that you have to do yourself. So if you're after a Sunday bag that has sort of standard stand bag legs, if you will, these are the ones to go for. Another note is they've got a double strap, again like a conventional stand bag, which not a lot of Sunday bags do. So if you're after a half set bag like this but still want the legs and the strap, one of these two is your choice. And listen, they are very similar. There's about a 20 quid price difference in them in favour of the Sunday Golf. It's a bit more expensive, and you can kind of see why. The Valuables pocket's got a nicer velour line on it, and it's finished a little bit better than the Lion Scott in my opinion. But there's great storage solutions on both of these. Somewhere for your glove, 2 pockets down the side, a little cooler pocket as well, which fits a small water bottle, but it's a specifically designed one, as you can see, to keep it cold. A little pocket for your balls, and I use this to put like a rangefinder in, or just some loose bits. Tees can go in there, glove can attach to there, and the 3-way divider holds 7 clubs, no more really. And if you've got thick grips, bear that in mind as well, because space is limited in these things. They are designed for half a set, so 2 great options if you're after a Sunday bag that's a bit different. This is unique to these two, broadly speaking. But my winner, by a country mile, is this gorgeous little bag. This is the Ogio Fun Day. Cool name, I like that. And being Ogio, obviously comes in a very bold colourway as well. More subtle ones are available if that's your thing. But this has so many clever features. Firstly, it's this modular storage on the side. So what's so clever about this bag is you can make it have as much or as little storage as you need. These 2 pockets clip on and off. So if you need the water bottle pocket, great, put it on, you can take it. If you need this accessories pocket, great, take it, or take it off if you don't need it. And you can move them around the bag. So I can clip this off and move it a bit higher up if I need to. You know, you can make this bag very much your own thanks to these 2 pockets. And this accessories pocket in particular sort of solves a lot of problems that Sunday bags have. This is a pretty big pocket. You can at least get a small mid layer in here. There's a separate pocket for some other bits, and a little Valuables pocket on the side. I just think it's so clever and well thought out to add this to the bag. And the fact you can take it off is just even cleverer. An extra touch of detail there from Ogio. On the front, sort of ball pocket, somewhere to put your rangefinder. And another unique thing about this, broadly unique, and a reason why I think a lot of golfers need to go for this, is the padding on the hip. You don't get hip padding on these two or on many Sunday bags, and you've got it on the strap as well. Very similar sort of EVA moulded material that we saw on the Callaway Hyperlight earlier in the video. Super soft, and even though it is only a single strap, it's nice to have that extra padding on. The legs, as you've seen, are just the little diddy ones that you got to do automatically. I like that. It keeps the bag off the ground, especially when it's wet and muddy like today. And again, comfortably holds 7, even 8 clubs if you push it, again with thick grips. So 2 great options here if you want the full legs, but if you want the sort of classic Sunday bag look, this is such a clever little bag. I've really enjoyed using it, and the Fun Day is my winner. Right, my final segment is looking at the best looking golf bags, and what I'm really talking about here is this trend we're seeing of these PU synthetic leather bags that are super premium, classic, clean aesthetics that are really trending right now. Yes, they're a little heavier, yes, they're a little bit more expensive as well, but they do look gorgeous, as I'll come on to. Now, a couple of shout outs before we look at the ones in front of me here. Ogio have their Shadow bag, again a gorgeous example of this style of bag. Sun Mountain have brought out its new Match Play series, which you can get in a Sunday bag, a 4-way and a 14-way divider. Again, being Sun Mountain, I know that'll be executed perfectly. And if you do want a cheaper option, the Ben Hogan Signature Stand bag very much has this aesthetic, and under £200 here in the UK is a great way to have a bag that looks like this but isn't in the 300s and 400s we're about to talk about in a minute. So again, those clever links down in the description that will take you to the best price in your area for any of these bags. If you like the look of, go check it out. You might be able to find some of these a bit cheaper, or even that Ben Hogan option a little cheaper as well. Right, in front of me, I mentioned earlier there's a more subtle Big Max on the way. Here it is. This is the Dry Light Hybrid Prime. Gone is all the writing and the bits of red and the bits I didn't love about the other Dry Light I spoke about earlier, and it's been replaced with a beautiful synthetic leather material. And being a Big Max, the storage is just unbelievable. So I could have put this in the hybrid bag section because it is a hybrid bag. Look at those characteristics I spoke about: lowered legs, a universal base. But I wanted to put it in the best looking one because, you know, if you're after that sort of premium aesthetic on a hybrid bag, there's your option. And well done Big Max for sort of nailing everything from storage and practicality, but putting it in a beautiful bag as well. Titleist Lynx Legend. this thing's gorgeous, especially my favourite colour is green, so when this one arrived I was pretty enamoured by it. Again, gorgeous touches of detail, some magnetic pockets here on the top, quick access. There's a water bottle pocket round the side here, a little on the flimsier side, but it is magnetic and I do like that. Gorgeous, and actually considering the style of material that's used in these bags, these two here are a little heavy. It's one of the best lightweight options. So if you like this style of bag but still don't be lumbering around something that's too heavy, the Lynx Legend's a great option there. North of £300, so again a little bit more expensive than some of the other ones we've seen so far. But my winner, and every year this brand features in the best looking one and wins it, to be honest, it's Vessel. They just get the brief here. These are the only type of bags they make, right? They only make these super premium, beautiful bags, and they've just nailed it. The version I've got here is the new Player 5 for this year. 6-way divider, which I really like. You know, it doesn't make it too bulky, but gives you a few extra storage options. And being Vessel, there's just touches of detail and class everywhere. You really feel like you're getting all your £400+ worth of investment out of this. Magnetic pockets, 2 magnetic drinks pockets on the side there. I use this for a rangefinder, quick easy access while I'm playing, and it's just a beautiful thing to behold. The amount of compliments you'll get for having one of these things is almost worth the investment alone. And you know, Vessel got loads of options, the Player Air, the Sunday 3, it could have been any of them that win this best looking category, but for the quality and the way they look and the way Vessel execute these sort of bags, the Player 5 has to be my winner in the best looking category. Right, before I crown my winner, here are my 4 category winners in front of me, and remember those magic links down in the description. If you like the look of any bag I've mentioned today, you can find the best price in your area for one of these. They are brilliant, do go check them out. Now, overall winner, what I often do with these things, all categories of stuff I test, is what do I go back to? And I'm not testing which is the bag that I've ended up wanting to use myself the most. And that, and therefore the winner, has been the Ping Moonlander. I've really loved the vibe of this bag. Like I said, I think it's quite cool. I like the aura of it. And I love the way it's been designed to be really minimalist. I'm a bit more of a minimalist when I carry a handful of balls, tees, glove, water bottle, mid layer, I'm away with my full 14 set. And this has been the bag that I've wanted to use time and time again. Super lightweight, love the storage on it, and like I said, being a Ping Moonlander, I just think it's quite cool this year. I think it's one of the cooler bags I've tested. That's just my opinion though, and I do want to hear yours, so if I've missed any bags out or if that wasn't your winner, do let me know down in the comments, and if you want any advice, I'll be down there as well, helping you guys out, try and find the right stand bag that's for you. But for now, from Fulford Heath Golf Club, thank you for joining me, hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you next time.